I was thinking about people in prison who are scheduled to die. They're called condemned, which is an awful finality to contemplate. Buildings are condemned, people are condemned. Their fate is sealed, consigned to hell. But I realize that we are all condemned sooner or later, in one way or another. And one thing we on the outside do not get, as a part of this, and it's a rather nice touch, is the traditional last meal. It does go back in time. Some people think it's a way of placating the spirit of the one about to die, so he does not come back as a ghost or demon seeking revenge. If he accepts the food, all is forgiven. Other people think that this is a fine way for society to show that it is civilized and not a brutal institution that thoughtlessly executes its members. Offering food somehow mitigates the murder. No one compares it to the Last Supper, which Jesus shared with his disciples, and I think with his betrayer as well, on the night before he was crucified. But there are similarities in the idea of sharing food in the face of certain death. Soldiers on the eve of battle might understand. Because you can Google anything, you can easily get on the internet and read lists and lists of last meals. There are the last meals of famous murderers, the last meals of serial killers, the last meals of those who were determined to be innocent after they were executed. There's a lot of lobster and fillets. There's chicken fried steak and pizza with all the toppings specified. There's a lot of fast food and desserts. It seems interesting for a while, looking at what someone wanted for a last meal, and then it isn't. One person in Texas ordered so much and then refused to eat any of it that the state declared, officially, by law, that no more of these special meals would ever be offered. You'd think they would just give it all to the guards and everyone would be happy. If you're determined to kill someone, you might choose some other state than Texas in which to do it. They execute a fair number of people, and now none of them get their last meal. Alcohol and cigarettes are forbidden to anyone in America, but exceptions to this have been made, supposedly. Some states have a monetary limit, $40 or $15. Sometimes a prisoner is allowed to share the food with another person. My interest in this is this. Since we are all condemned, I think we should all enjoy a last meal. Why should we miss out on this? Just because we haven't murdered anybody? That's not right. I say last meals for everyone. We should all be allowed to write out a menu of exactly what it is we'd like for one time only and eat that food while we still can. Each of us should frame that menu for dinner, breakfast, or lunch, brunch, or a snack, or straight dessert, if you please. It takes a little thought to decide what it is you'd like for your last meal. It might be something simple, or it might be on the fancy high end of the scale. I don't know what I'd like. I'm tempted to say, it doesn't matter. What do I care? I'm going to die. Bring me a sandwich. But that violates the spirit of the event, however you take that to be, so I guess I'd order up a soup and salad, maybe surf and turf with a few sides, and no dessert, but if the warden could sneak in some wine, that would be fine. Or that sandwich. Let's upgrade that sandwich. Let's make it a fried bologna sandwich with cheese and onion, mustard, and potato chips and pickles, and I think everyone owes it to themselves to do this and to help it along. I'm going to start a business, Last Meal Catering. You give us a call, place your order, and we'll show up with white linen, china, and silverware, a little class, and exactly what you'd like, perfectly prepared. Eat, drink, and be merry, I would say, as I serve your food. If you want a priest to attend, we can make that happen too.